This is Taraka. He shared what he saw and heard with another person without looking for it. That's why we thought of recalling this story.
To increase their population, right? And they try to build unnecessarily mosque and other things. They try to get the political influence unnecessarily with
During the past 10 years, alarmists and fear-mongering individuals have been using statistics to their favor in order to create a narrative with the aim of causing segregation within ethnic groups. They reinforce this narrative through memes and false news articles, and the increasing religiosity within the country during this era was the spark that they needed to ignite the flame.
මුස්ලිම් ජනගහනය ඉතා ඉක්මනින් වැඩි වෙනවා. හේතුව දැන් එක්කෙනෙකුට මේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් පවුල් හතරක් කියන හතර දෙනෙක් විවාහ කරගන්න පුළුවන්. හතර දෙනෙක් විවාහ කරගත්තාම හතරෙන් දෙනාට දෙන්න ගන්න ඉපදුණු අටක්නේ නේද? එතකොට අපි ඒක ඔබ ඇහුවා මේ මගේ සාමාන්‍ය මේක ගැටලුවක්ද කියලා. ඉතින් රටක මහජාතියට ගැටලුවක්.
If there's any truth to come out of the experiences of these individuals, it is that the size of an average household has reduced considerably throughout the years. The key hurdle for this boils down to the financial aspects of their livelihoods. When the older generation grew up in an era where 10 to 15 children in a household is normal, the drastic decrease over time due to these new hurdles are easily noticeable to them. Combining that with the false fears that have been rampant in the last decade within Sri Lanka, it becomes apparent where the root of this false narrative lies. While it is true that there is a considerable amount of financial dominance and activity within the Muslim community, it needs to be understood that the Muslim community in Sri Lanka have always historically been a trading community. Due to the sheer size of their trading businesses, a selected well-off population of Muslim families have the opportunity to bring in or sell luxuries that tend to be financially unviable to the general populace. This can be easily misunderstood as an ethnic group taking advantage of the financial situation, but in reality, that cannot be further from the truth. This in turn also showcases why a certain well-off Muslim families tend to be open to the idea of big families. However, even then, we see a trend of smaller families within the Muslim community as a majority. We are currently living in a decisive time period as Sri Lankans where we cannot afford false narrations to drive us apart regardless of the race, ethnicity and beliefs. As the upcoming generation, it is our duty to dismantle false narratives which encourage extreme violence within ethnicity groups. At the end of the day, the hard work of Sri Lankans as a whole will pull us out of the socio-economic situation that we find ourselves in today.
The lesson that Taraka learned from this story. Let's look into true facts. Combat false narratives. Let's not set driven apart. Let's unite as Sri Lankans.